For you, good morning everyone. I hope you people are doing well. My name is Shivam Pandey and I welcome you all to Careerwill lovely platform. Now guys, in this particular section, as you people know that we will going to talk about the booster dose of current affair, which is going to be very important for our exam point of view. So just don't waste your time and just be ready for the booster dose of current affair. Now guys, we have the very first question on our screen. So have a look toward this particular question and try to understand that what does this question wants to say or what does this question wants to ask. Okay. Now guys, when we talk about this particular thing, the thing is that the first quantum computing village is being established in which city, marking a significant step towards the quantum technology advancement. Okay, so which first quantum village is being developed in where? Come on, try to answer this particular question, everyone. Okay, now, guys, when we talk about this particular thing, it's Bangalore, Hyderabad, Amravati, or Pune. What's the right answer? What's the specifically right answer? Okay, India is launching the first quantum computing village. It is present in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Andhra Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and in Andhra Pradesh we has Amravati. Okay. Amravati is the right answer. The initiative involves the collaboration with, okay, the collaboration, the collaboration is with the big tech firm like IBM, IBM, TCS, and LNT. So these are the big partners. This is the biggest collaboration that is being done. Okay, so these are the things that we people need to. Now, buddy, after this, when we talk about the next particular thing, just wait, give me a minute. Okay, now Amravati is the right answer. So now, when we talk about the next background information, the quantum computing is used the principles of the quantum mechanics to perform the calculation much faster than the traditional computer. It When we talk about the real-time governance society is spearheading this technology advancement in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, and remember, guys, that such project aims to boost India's role in next generation technology useful in the sectors like cyber security, medicine, and AI. Nowadays, we are looking that AI is being used all over India. As you people know, the Japanese company Kawasaki has launched the Corleo. Corleo is the robot. Okay, so Japan has shown the future of robot to the world, and it's a four-limbed robot. It's work. It's travel like it's look like a dog. Basically, it's four-limb. Its engine is of 150 cc. Corleo engine is of 150 cc. It's work on hydrogen power, works on hydrogen power, and it will generate its own electricity. So these are the things, these are the basic things that we people need to. And after this, Corleo could go in those particular places. Corleo could move in those particular places where human vehicles or human beings could not go easily, and in the uneven terrain where human vehicles could not travel. Okay, and Corleo, like Corleo robots, these particular robots are very useful for the Indian Army to do the operations in uneven terrain. And remember one thing, guys, when we talk about this particular polio, it's four limbs. 4 limbs, they are working on AI, artificial intelligence. So these type of robots are really very important for our country. Okay, because these are the important things. Now let's move forward and let's talk about the next particular thing. Okay, now let's talk about the next major thing, and the next particular thing is second question. What does second question wants to ask? As per the news mandate effective from April 2022, 2020, sorry, I said 2022, no, it's only 2020, 2025. What rate of tax collected at the source, TCS, is imposed on luxury good price above 10 lakh? Okay, now, come on. Tax collected at source. TCS means tax collected at source. Collected at source. TCS. Now, guys, what's the source? Come on. What's the slab? Here we have 1%. Okay, 1% is the right answer. Correct answer is the 1%. Now, guys. Now, after this, from April 2022, write down this thing. April 2022, 2025, April 22, 1% TCS is applied on luxury goods above 10 lakh. Okay, this is under the, this is under the section 206C of income tax. Okay, now guys, remember one thing. When we talk about the tax, we have a lot many tax like GST and all. There is a tax which is also known as inflation tax. Inflation tax. So what is this particular inflation tax is? Do you know that what is the inflation tax? Is it any kind of tax, or what is this inflation tax? Before knowing the inflation tax, let us try to understand what is inflation. Guys, when we talk about the inflation is the rise in the purchasing power of the currency. Okay, rise in the it's the decline in the purchasing power of the currency when goods and services being increased from their previous value. Like for example, before 10 years, the price of sugar was around 12 rupees per kg, but now present the price of sugar is 43 rupees per kg. So the value of 12 rupees is not enough to buy the 1 kg sugar nowadays. So this is called the inflation. Okay, in Hindi, if I say, it is known as महंगाई. Yeah, this is the inflation. There is constantly decrease in the country, the constantly decrease in the purchasing power of the country's currency. That particular thing is known as the inflation. When we talk about the inflation, guys, inflation always affect the poorer the most. Why? Because the poor person always earn on the daily basis wage. When there is inflation, he will, if he has done any kind of saving, then if there is inflation, then that particular person has to take out his saving and you use that particular saving in his day-to-day life to compensate the inflation loss. But inflation does not affect the rich person. Why? Because the rich person do his saving in the property, in the gold, in the stock market. Okay, when there is inflation, then the price of the property will also increase, then the price of the gold will also increase, then the price of the stock market will also increase. So at the rate which inflation was increasing, at that particular same rate, his investment will also increase. So rich person will not be get affected by the inflation. But when it's come to the poor people, then poor people has saving in the form of money. Okay, when there is inflation, then there is the decrease in the purchasing capacity of a country. So due to this particular thing, the poor person has to take out his saving and use that saving into his day-to-day life. So that particular saving which is being taken out due to the inflation, that particular thing is known as the inflation tax. It is not the any kind of tax. It is only the thing that person has taken out his saving and utilized that particular saving during inflation time. Okay, this is known as inflation. Now, buddy, now after this, let's move towards the next question. Question number 3. India suspended which treaty as the part of its 5 points response to the Pahalgam terror attack? Shimla Agreement, Indus Water Treaty, uh, Tashkent and Lahore Declaration. Now, when this question was made, then only one thing was being affected. Come on, try to answer this particular question. Look into this and try to solve this question. Guys, when we talk about the river Indus and its tributary, okay. So first of all, let's talk about this particular thing. The right answer is Indus Water Treaty. Indus Water Treaty is being signed between two countries in 1960. Okay, 1960 is the right answer. After the Pahalgam attack, India has suspended the Indus Water Treaty and treaty allowing the sharing of water between two countries. Between India and Pakistan, bordered by the World Bank. It governs the use of 6 rivers in Indus River system. India has previously considered the suspending the treaty after the past terror attack, but now has taken its concerned step. Now, when we talk about Indus Water Treaty, the upper 3 rivers, that is Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab. That is Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab. The water of these particular river is being utilized by the being used by not utilized is being used by Pakistan. These are the upper river, and the water of the lower river like Ravi, Byas and Shatluj, like Ravi, Byas and Shatluj. The water of these rivers is being used by India. But India has suspended this treaty. Remember, India has marked the point. India has said that we have suspended this particular treaty. India said that we had not terminated, we had not ended this treaty. India is saying that, sir, we have suspended. Why? Because in future, if India gets pressured from US or European nation or any other thing, so we can easily say that we have done the suspension and now we are showing the warm heartness of India and we are reviving this particular treaty with new norms. Because the treaty in this particular thing, 80-20 sharing was done. This was 80 and this was 20. Okay, this is the 80-20 sharing, 80% and 20%. These river contain the 80% water of river Indus and these river contain the 20% water of the Indus River. So that's why this is known as 80. And technically, if I say that India is not using the 20% also, India is allowing to go 20% water to Pakistan at that particular time. But now India will stop these particular water. Why, guys? Why this thing is being done? When we talk about this particular thing, because this thing is being done because due to the Pahalgam attack, and is India literally stopping the water? No, sir. To be very honest. Why? Because, sir, river Indus is in its upper course in India. Okay, and dam construction in its upper course is, to be very honest, it's very difficult to stop a water. India could not stop the complete water, though India will stop the some amount of water to go in Pakistan, but it will definitely affect the population of Pakistan. Okay, now buddy. Which Indian state recently launched the Pink e-rickshaw initiative to empower women through eco-friendly mobility? Okay, which Indian state has launched the Pink e-rickshaw? Come on, try to answer this particular question. Pink e-rickshaw is being launched by which particular state? Is it Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, or Gujarat? Okay, the right answer is the Maharashtra. So Maharashtra has launched this particular thing is being launched by Maharashtra. Okay, so B is the now buddy. Fifth question. Who recently signed the chairman of the World Economic Forum after more than 5 decades of leadership? Antonio Guterres, Christina Georgia, Carl Schwab, and Larry Fink. Come on. Now, guys, World Economic Forum. Okay, when we talk about the World Economic Forum, which is WEF, it is being founded in 1971 by whom? By Carlos Schwab. Okay, so this is the being done. So the right answer is the C. Okay, he has founded World Economic Forum 1971. Sixth question. Come on. When is World Book and Copyright Day observed annually? Come on. World Book and Copyright Day is observed annually. When? What's the date? Now, guys, the purpose of to celebrate this particular day is that it gives the awareness, it promote awareness, it promote the awareness of copyright, copyright, book reading, and and writing. Among the youth. And remember, guys, this particular day established by it is established by UNESCO in 1995. Okay, in 1995, UNESCO has established this particular. And guys, after this particular thing, April 23 is a symbolic at it marks the death anniversary of William Shakespeare. So why this particular day is observed? Because it's the death anniversary of William Shakespeare. Okay, it's the death anniversary of William Shakespeare. That's why 23rd April is being observed as the World Copyright Day. Okay, Books Copyright Day. Come on. After this, I guess we are good about this thing now, buddy. After this, let's come towards the next question. Which Indian institute has topped the Time Higher Education Asia Rankings 2025? It's IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, ISC Bangalore, or JNU? IISC means Indian Institute of Science. Come on, try to answer this. It's IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, Indian Institute of Science Bangalore, or JNU. IISC means Indian Institute of. When we talk about this particular institution, it has ranked at 38th position in Asia. It's not a good news for us, okay? But it has stopped at first position in India. Okay, so it's the okay. So this is the rank is 38. Now, guys, when we talk about the Times Higher Education Asia ranking, are based on the various factors like performance, teaching quality, and international outlook. Indian Institute of Science is renowned for its research in science, engineering, technology, and is considered one of the India's prime institution. Okay, what are the factors that is being seen while calculating various factors like research, performance, teaching quality, teaching quality, and international outlook. International outlook. These are the things that is being seen in this particular while calculating the higher education Asia's ranking. Now, eighth question. What does this eighth question wants to? This question is asking the major agreement has Pakistan suspended as the part of its retaliatory step against India. Tashkent Agreement, Indus Water, Shimla Agreement, Lahore Declaration. In retaliation, what does Pakistan has? Pakistan in retaliation has suspended the Shimla Agreement, which was the key treaty between India and Pakistan. Guys, along with this, it has closed the border airspace and halted trade with India. Okay, India has halted the trade and India has closed the border. When we talk about the Shimla Agreement, it was signed in 1972. Okay, this was signed in 1972, Indo-Pak War. Follow up the following Indo-Pak War 1971. Okay, following the Indo-Pak War. It aimed to normalize, it aimed to normalize relations and resolve issue through peaceful means. The recent suspension is the part of Pakistan's effort response to the rise tension between India and Pakistan. Okay, so this is the now but next ninth question. On which day is the National Panchayati Raj Day is being celebrated? Okay. Go on. We have the two amendments. Okay. What are those? 73rd Constitution Amendment Act 1992. This particular amendment was done regarding the panchayat. Okay, it was done regarding the panchayat. Okay, it has added the new schedule. Okay, we have the 73rd and 74th Constitution Amendment Act. They both are at 1992. It has added the 11th schedule and it has added the 12th schedule. Okay, one is related with the panchayat and another one is related with the municipality. So these are the things that we people need to. Are we good about these things? Now guys, let's move towards the next question. 10th question. Which ministry launched the IM circular coffee table book to the higher Indian straight into the circular economy. Guys, when we talk about the coffee now, we have the two different varieties of. We have two different varieties of. What are those varieties? We have cafe, robusta. We have cafe, arabica. We have these two different ones. And cafe arabica is the superior one, and cafe robusta is the superior. So these are the things that we people need to. Okay, now try to answer this particular thing. The right answer is the Ministry of Environment. No, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Okay, which is the right answer. Okay. Hi, how are you, buddy? Now, okay, how normalization is done in NTPC. Now, guys, not the concept of normalization. Only two people knows. One is God, another is NTPC. But let me try to decode this particular thing. Uh, they will check the certain things like the level of examination. If in first meeting examination the level of question was easier, then they will reduce your marks. And in shift 2, if the level of question was tough, then they will give the extra marks that is being deducted from the first shift. So this kind of thing is being done. Now there is no parameter to examine the question that whether the question is tough or easy. How come they can say that in this particular shift the question was tough and in this particular shift the question was easy? Because for some people, if I ask some few of you what was the date of the 42nd Constitution Amendment Act, in which year this was done, for some of you this is the easy, for some of you this question is the tough, and for some of you this will be the moderate. Okay, so these are the things. If maximum number of people were able to attempt this question, then this is easiest one. If minimum number of people is able to attempt this question, then it is the toughest one. If moderate amount or 50-50 number of student is able to attempt and 50% is not able to attempt, then it is the moderate question. So there is no clear-cut parameter to determine the level of question. They only see that in shift 1, if there is easy question, then the number will be deducted. Or you can say if number is going high in the shift 1, number will go high only in one condition, if paper is easy, then they will deduct the marks. Okay, and if in shift 2 the average scoring is going below, then they will give the extra points to those particular student, because this situation arises only when paper is tough. Okay, so these are the things. These are the criteria of normalization. Okay, now let me give you the question of the day, buddy. Okay, let me give you the question of the day that you people have to answer. Question of the question of the what's the question of the day? The very first question is related to geography. You have to tell me that which is Okay, the driest place on the earth, the driest place on the earth, the very first question. The next question is that largest tropical desert of the world and largest temperate desert of the. So these two are the questions that you people have to answer. Okay, so you people have to answer these particular questions. Now, buddy, I hope that we are good about these particular things. So enjoy your day. Bye bye, and don't forget to join me at 3 p.m. in geography session. There we're going to talk about the Laos plains. What are the Laos plains and what type of factory is being set up near the Laos plains? Okay. So bye bye. Thank you so much and bye. Thank you.